I'm here with Jacqui Besgrove of Pocket City Farms in New South Wales. And Jacqui, you're about to teach a PDC at the University of New South Wales using Rowe Morrow's Earth Restorer's Guide.
I am. I was super excited to get it into the university bookshop and as our textbook for the course.
Yeah, and tell us, why do you love Rowe and why do you think her perspective on permaculture is important to teach and share?
Look, I don't even know where to start with the why do you love Rowe question, but particularly for me as someone who's new to teaching, I didn't feel like I could maybe ever teach a PDC, and then really heard that call, during the pandemic, like, if you can teach, please step up. We need more people teaching. There's an influx of interest in this area. And, Rowe's Earth User's Guide to Permaculture, since I started studying permaculture over 10 years ago, has just been that, the simple go-to guide. It's that if anyone says to me, I want a book about permaculture, I'm like, well, just get that one to start with, and then you can go out from there. And then as a new teacher, the Earth User's Guide to Teaching Permaculture was like a tiny life raft that I could just cling to and be like, have I covered everything? Is it going to be okay? But I think, you could really see through that process, and, particularly with the Black Lives Matter movement that was happening, and the work, and the great conversations that are starting to happen in this country about, Indigenous knowledge. I think, there's stuff missing, right? And so this new book, fills in so many of those gaps, expands on areas. I've spent 10 years working with former refugees, and, the addition of being able to work in refugee camps, but then take those lessons, we just heard an amazing talk today, take those lessons and then translate them to a small balcony in inner Sydney. There's so much there. And, the students I'm teaching, particularly at uni, they're not on a quarter-acre block. They're often in share houses or, in rental situations. They're on balconies or in small spaces. So, yeah, I feel like the book really expands out to help with that urban permaculture side of things as well. And then I haven't even got to caring for the oceans, which, was a whole nother chapter that's just so exciting to read. And I think, having worked in waste for sort of 7 years in zero waste, I think that's a real connection. That's a hook, pardon the pun, where you can get people in the ocean, right, to, really connect in. And people are seeing this on it, washing up on our beaches. We need to start caring for our oceans. People are starting to get that a lot more. So it's just also, as a new teacher, I haven't written a manual. I haven't got, copious notes I can hand out to students. I started, trying to basically do that and went, why am I doing this when I could be setting this as a textbook? And the designer's manual, that Bill wrote, has been a thing that you just keep going back to. You might not absorb it all at once, but you're able to just go, oh, I've got this situation I'm designing for. Let's go back and look at that, Did an amazing design with Permablitz, and they were putting in chinampas. We're like, I forgot about that bit. How did you, figure that out? Oh, I just looked back at these books. So these are our, these are real resources to keep drawing on and keep learning from, rather than, one sitting.
Yeah. The depth of knowledge is totally there.
And, back to the why Rowe question, is the depths of knowledge. And then doing Rowe's teacher training course, like, it's like, the influence on teaching styles and learning styles and catering to different needs in courses. And I'm so excited to implement some of that as well.
Well, it's amazing that you've stepped up to that call to be a teacher. Thank you. The energy and spark that you bring, even just in this conversation, is beautiful, and I know that students will enjoy that.